Good morning, everybody. Say hello to Mom. For those who haven't been following along, Mom is the Marsh of Madness. This is our go-to bowfin and backwater spot. There's a highway, there's a lot of noise. Hopefully you're hearing everything I'm saying here. But this is my first scouting trip down here at the beginning of the fall. There's fish rolling all over the place, so this should be fun, I'm hoping. My only concern is there's a lot of leaf litter already starting to build up on the water surface, so that could be a problem with the moving baits as you tend to pick up a lot of that stuff. Doing a little scouting today. I've got a special guest coming down in about a week and a half, and hopefully we can come down here and get him on some of his first bowfin hard bait action he's really ever been on, and really blow his mind. But I'm starting off today with the big boy, the 4.0 Strike King KVD on the Mega Jaws, Casting Mega Jaws, and my crankbait rod for one option. Option two is actually the option I'm going to start off with today. I've got a jerk bait on my light rod, my Cast King Sharky 3, and then I've got the ultralight setup that I've always got with me. If everything else fails, I'll just throw a jig around and see if I can pick up some crappie or something like that. But let's get started and see what we can do. All right, so like I said, I'm going to start off with the jerk bait here. Hopefully I can stay out of this debris. There's so many fish moving. I don't think this should take too long. You gotta remember I got this 8-pound on here now, so it's a little bit There's one. First cast, got whacked on the jerkbait. Absolutely smoked on the jerkbait. Oh, it's rolled up. She's already rolled up. I'm probably not going to show off a lot of these fish today. I'm going to try to just unhook them at the shore, the edge of the shore. If you want to go back and see some fish, I've done this quite a few times. Hopefully it's not too boring for y'all by now. It's not even a big one, but it's not a bad one. I may land and show off a couple of these fish here if they're, oh, he's wrapped up in this stuff at the bank. Hopefully he just comes out. Only problem with the jerkbait, lots of hooks. That's a 20-incher, 22-incher probably. So just get you popped off here, bud. Don't flip and break my line, please. There you go. Good stuff, good start. My only concern is I did change this one to 8-pound main line so I can really zing it. But I gotta remember that when I'm fighting a big one. I don't have the 15-pound on here anymore. I didn't even go as far as I thought I was going to. Jerkbait's pretty typical, get it down. Give it a couple of smacks. Bowfin really like to hit it on the paws. Once in a while they'll get real antsy and hit a moving bait. Those are the good lipless bait days. Try not to give up on it too much when it's like days like today. So I've had them follow it all the way back to the shore before. I love it when they hit the jerkbait on the paws, but the crankbait in here is ridiculous. Kind of the key for anything in here is making sure your bait suspends or sinks slowly. So my crankbaits all float, so that means I'm constantly moving them a little bit. After my pulses, I'm going to be continuing to reel to keep it down in the zone a little bit. The jerkbait's nice. If you got a good suspending jerkbait, it'll just hold where you need it to. Out there. There you go. Oh man, that was on the retrieve. That's not a big fish. This might be a bowfin. Shaking a lot, but hit it really weird. Little bitty guy maybe. Yep, little bitty guy. Really aggressive. He said, I'll eat that. Oh, dude, that's a jerkbait with lots of hooks. Please don't do that. Because now you're all in a bad sort of way. Oh, okay. One set free. Let me see, where's your other set at? Right there. You can get a hold of that. If you shake, it'll probably just come out. There you go. Oh, bent my hook a little bit, but goodness gracious, they're insane. Oh, it ripped the front hook clean off. And broke the second hook. Well, I may be retiring the jerkbait here for a rehook pretty soon. So you gotta have good hooks when you're fishing for bowfin. No matter how big a bass is, he's not going to put the damage on a bait that a bowfin's going to do. Bowfin have such strong mouths and teeth, and they're always rolling and just non-stop. It creates so much pressure on those hooks that if you got hooks that bend much at all, they're probably going to snap off or bend out. I like finding deals on baits to use for doing this, but the downside of that is you tend to trade off hook quality a little bit. So the better thing to do is find good lures on sale. This is one of the pickups that the Hammer made. Great lure color. A little less expensive lure, but as you can see, the hook's not great. A couple of companies make good lures that have hooks for bass, and great lures overall, but lighter wire hooks. If you want a couple of names I'm talking about, I'm not going to spit them out here on the video, but you can usually tell as soon as you see a lure. There'll be nice sharp hooks, but you can just tell they're a lighter material. I will say the Strike King KVDs I've liked. They've held up pretty well. I've heard some people say they've had issues with them, but I've caught a lot of fish on these baits without having them break or bend too much. All right, got a couple in the jerk, but the jerk has been absolutely abused. Ooh. False indigo, pretty. All right, 4.0. Let's see what you can do. I think I need to adjust it because I was throwing a big swim bait on this last time, so it's probably pretty tight. Oh, that 4.0's got a wobble. There we go. Oh, drag's loose. This is why I wanted to go with the 4.0, the bigger lure. Try to keep it out of their mouth a little bit. When you get into the smaller size crankbaits, they have a bad tendency of, that's a little guy, munched it. Getting that bait so far in their mouth. Flop. Flop free. There you go. All right, untangled. Back in action here, I think. Give her another full send. I'm seeing a downfall of 4.0 is that it's much more buoyant. And if you don't stay on it, it comes right to the top. But what's amazing is a lot of these fish are coming out of probably 8 to 10 foot of water. I'm guessing, oh, right there, 8 to 10 foot of water, and almost all of them are headshots. I mean, they are wanting to kill. Look at that, on the front hook again. I can just get in there and get the hook quick for you, bud, before you start rolling again. Oh, God. Ah, shoot. That's what I was afraid of. This grass is flooded and there's weeds. Weeds. There we go. Oh, broke off another hook. Well, I was just saying, I don't have to do that often, but that's usually when it happens, when you're holding the hook trying to get it out and they roll. So the hook is stationary and they just roll and put all that torque on it and just snaps the hook off. Very abusive. So abusive. I gotta fix that later. Oh my gosh! I need to tighten that drag. Hope he's hooked good. Oh, he's coming at me. Whatever it is coming right, it's gotta be a bowfin. What the heck? Oh, he actually got on the back hook. That's the dangerous ones. That's the dangerous ones. He's got that whole hook in there. He's gonna want to flop. And that's when the front hook hits you in the hand. Oh, there it goes. Came off. Yay! Oh, it's because he took my hook with him. All right, well, 4.0 worked good. Hooks do not hold up. That's it's not very common with these guys. But that one actually broke the split ring clean off. That one actually broke the split ring. All right, well, we'll get retied and get back to it. All right, retied. 4.0 has been momentarily retired until I get some new hooks on it. I'm going with a new color I tried. Of course, obviously, something I found on sale. But I thought this one looked good. It's got a little bit of the orange yellow belly on it, but there's a lot of crappie in here, and they tend to eat a lot of crappie in here. So the white with this little splatter black back, I think will get the job done. There we go. I didn't figure they'd turn this one down either. Ooh, that's a better fish. What the heck? He's all rolled up. Wheel feels like it's gonna fall off. Good headshot, but he's got the hooks wrapped up. Gotta be careful when they wrap the hooks up, because they'll roll and snap your line. And he's not that good. He's just, I'm gonna bank him just to hook out a little easier here. He's not even hooked that bad. Oh God, fish. Now you are. Now you snagged yourself in the back. Jeez. Here it goes. There we go. Nice little 20-incher, probably. Alright, so they like the color. At least that one did. Didn't think they weren't going to eat it. Gosh, that drag seems tight. When they're hitting it, they're just slinging the drag. Absolutely smashing it. I got a couple new lipless baits. I should send them. Here we go. They're not as big as I was hoping, but they're not always going to be big. Headshot again. This one's hooked a little easier, hopefully. Whee! The hook's in there in a bad spot. Not bad as in... Fish. Are you serious? My pliers just came off my waist. Oh my gosh. Let me get a hold of a hook here. Oh my gosh, fish, come on now. Can you say, ah, there you go. There you go. You know, I haven't even checked the camera. I bet you can't see a thing. Oh, all right. Well, there's the wet taint. My line is tied around my finger. Chaos ensues. There's water all over the camera. I love it. Love it. Heart is beating. I am so wet. So wet right now. That little fish just gave me a whole shower. Oh my gosh. I don't know how big that thing absolutely railroaded that bait though. Oh my god, he's not even that big. He hit that thing so hard. That's one of the smaller fish. Yeah, he's 20 inches, I'll be surprised. He hit that thing so hard. There he goes. Quick release. Back at it. Ooh, oh man, that could be a good fish. Oh, it came off. Of course. Yeah, sure we'll get another shot. Yeah, rip my hook off. They're actually bending out the split rings. Biscuits, that ain't good. All right, so bear with me. They're really doing damage to my good lures. So I'm gonna try some lures I found over the years. Just a little something different. This is a little storm. Got a little deep diving crankbait. I don't know if it sinks or not. No, it floats a little bit. Crazy, should have a good wobble to it with that big bill. Yeah, I don't know, we'll just see what happens. Just see if I can destroy a couple of cheapos I found over the years, rather than wrecking all my new baits and not having anything here in about a week. I need to back off that drag a little bit. Well, I got a couple hits on that storm little hybrid bait, but man, nothing really committed to it. So I got this other little cranking bait on now. I have no idea who makes this thing, but it's more of a traditional type square bill, so they like it. Oh, he came off. It has got some cheap hooks on it though. It has got some chintzy hooks. But like I said, something like this, if I lose, I'm not gonna cry about it unless I throw it into a tree, and that would be a stupid way to lose a bait. Oh gosh, those hooks just aren't sticking. There's a rough green snake. I don't know if you can see it or not, dangling from this tree to get water. I've never seen that before. I thought it was a lure or something hanging out of the tree. There's a rough green snake. No idea if that picked up on camera or not. Probably not. That'd been really hard to see. That was cool. Oh my gosh! Okay, that one hit it. I don't know if it'll stay hooked or not, but holy crap, did that one hit it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That'll get your blood going. Oh, I'm about to lose it. Where else is he hooked? Oh, he's hooked in that front hook. Because it was a headshot, imagine that. When a bowfin wants a lure, it's going to be a headshot. Oh my gosh. Wait, now it's wrapped up in something. Oh, there it goes. Alright, little guy. You're doing alright. Not bad for a little found lure. No idea what it is or who makes it, but kind of had the right colors, so I like that about it. That fish definitely likes something about it. There's another one. He's out there tail dancing. Oh, that snake is back down the water again. Fighting a fish, watching a snake, it's pretty cool. Cool little combination going on. Another 20, 22-inch fish. Oh, he's all wrapped now. Thank you for getting wrapped up. If you wouldn't mind, just let me see my hook, and I'll get you about your way here. There you go. Soaking wet, but it's worth it. My poor leader is about wrecked, and I better fix that before I don't get an opportunity to. There we go. Oh, it came off. Yep, you gotta have better hooks for Bowfin though. He just ripped the hook. Just blew out the split ring altogether. Split ring, go bye-bye. Look at that. Gotta have good equipment. The crankbait can be as good as you want it to be, but if the terminal on it's not good, you about ripped that whole hook out of it. Well, time to switch. All right, now just keep it interesting. It's an old school Bomber 2A, white shad kind of thing going on here. It's got a little tighter wobble with that more rounded bill on it, so I don't know if they'll like that. Don't know if they're going to be too picky about it though. Nope, I don't think they'll be too picky about it at all. You still on? Are you just coming at me? I think he's just running at me. Oh yeah. That's actually one of the better ones today. That one's pushing 23, 24 maybe. That hook's super good, that's all right, because I just want to reach down, get hold of that hook, and pop you off anyway. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, because the line is up around the corner of his mouth. There it goes. I would say the bomber works. Oh my god, oh, he came off. Or did he? Yeah. Did he leave me with any hooks? Yeah, didn't even bend one out that time. So angry. Oh my gosh. I think that was a giant crappie. Holy crap. You just gotta have a crankbait. I can't believe this snake. Oh, now it's in the water. It's swimming. Oh, that's dangerous. Near green. Look at him go. Let's see if he makes it. Wouldn't recommend stopping anytime soon, buddy. Keep going.
Have a good day or excellent evening.